What's the difference between COHb and ambient air levels? And then we'll talk about the difference between ambient air levels in the room and exhaust CO levels. So what's
Okay.
the difference between COHb, carboxyhemoglobin level, and ambient air levels, CO ambient air levels?
Well, first of all, it's how they're expressed. COHV is expressed as a percentage, and ambient is expressed as parts per million. You often see that as ppm. And it just like sounds, ambient levels are the amount of carbon monoxide in parts per million in the air that you're breathing.
So ambient means the air that we breathe, or the
Correct.
atmosphere we're in.
Yes, if you look here, I'm in my office on the second floor of my barn. If somebody were to crank up my my tractor right now and let it run, the ambient levels in the air that I'm breathing right now would climb from zero to something that I don't want to be involved with, right? So it is the air. Everything that you see behind me is my office, and the air that I'm breathing is the ambient
How do
air.
you know that the air in your office is zero?
Well, because I've got a carbon monoxide alarm. It's digital.
I know that the air in where I'm sitting right now is zero because I have my forensics carbon monoxide portable alarm and it says zero. Um, why is it important for people to have portable carbon monoxide alarms with themselves?
Because all of us from time to time probably have to stay in a hotel. Okay. And hotels are notoriously, and this is across all of the big hotel chains. They are notoriously bad about having functioning carbon monoxide alarms in their hotel rooms, in their lobbies, in their fitness centers, in their hallways. And they're also notoriously bad about conducting maintenance on their gas-fired appliances, as we've come to find out. So I don't go anywhere without my portable carbon monoxide alarm, ever.
Do you have your portable carbon monoxide alarm in your office?
I have one on my wall, and I have my portable one is in my suitcase, and I have another portable one by my
All right.
bedside, even
What
though I
per
don't have any gas-fired appliances in my home. I live in Florida. So
what county are you in Florida?
I'm in Gilchrist County.
Okay, so how many offices in Gilchrist County do you think have a carbon monoxide alarm in them?
I
1%?
would, how many?
What percentage of the offices in Gilchrist County have carbon monoxide alarms in them?
I would guess less than 10%.
So I live in Green Lake County, Wisconsin, adjacent to Winnebago County, Wisconsin. I'm guessing that less than 10% of the offices within a 50-mile radius of where I'm sitting have carbon monoxide alarms.
Which is amazing because Wisconsin most offices are serviced by gas-fired
And,
furnaces.
and within 50-mile radius of where I sit, well, let's make it a 75-mile radius of where I sit. We had the severe poisoning at the office in Appleton, Wisconsin, where $13 million was ultimately paid to compensate the people, the number of people who worked in that office who got poisoned. And 75 miles the other direction, there's a whole family in a really a theater full of people got poisoned in a theater. None of those places were required to have CO detectors by the state law that governs CO detectors. Um, if you don't, if you intend to spend hours in a place breathing the air, you ought to know whether or not there's any carbon monoxide in that air. And one of the ironies I say every time I go into court, in one of these cases, I remind the court that there is no CO detector in the room that we are sitting in. And it's really, truly an extraordinary fact that the vast majority, overwhelming majority of our indoor spaces, except places where we sleep, don't have CO detectors.